Hello everybody and welcome back to SSB Crack Exams. My name is Anuradha and in today's session, I'm going to discuss with you certain tips to write responses for WAT, that is Word Association Test in SSB. So this is, as you can see, the part 1 of the session that I'm going to discuss with you today, which will consist of some words out of the 100 plus new words and their sample responses that I'm going to discuss with you in the successive sessions. So before I start, let me tell you that WAT or Word Association Test, as you all know, is one of the 4 psychological tests employed by the SSBs in phase 2 of their testing procedure to evaluate a candidate's patterns of thought, personality, temperament, achievements, failures, and emotional responses based on the principle of his or her subconscious mind. In this test, a candidate is judged by the psychologist for his or her OLQs. There are some things, therefore, that a defense aspirant must know about WAT before appearing for the SSB interview. A list of 60 words in WAT are shown one by one on a screen to the candidates in SSB. These will be those types of words which are used in our day-to-day life. A total of 15 seconds will be given to the candidates to read a single word and write their response in the form of a complete sentence on their answer sheet. After 15 seconds, a new word will appear with a beep on the screen and the candidate has to repeat the same procedure. So today in this session, I'm going to discuss some of the sample responses that you can write for some words which you can get easily in your WAT in SSB interview. But if you now want to prepare for the different defense competitive exams at the comfort of your home, you can log on to our website ssbcrackexams.com. We also have our mobile app from the Google Play Store, so you can download the mobile app right now and subscribe to the courses. So let's start with the tips to write responses for WAT in SSB. First of all, you need to remember that WAT is not a test of grammar or vocabulary. So write simple sentences containing not more than 4 to 5 simple words, maintaining a simple grammatical structure. Concentrate mainly on the correct ideas. Next, do not mug up sentences for a word and write. Be natural and write whatever ideas come to your mind the first time you see the word. Next, avoid using single words, phrases, universal truths or idiomatic expressions as they show no original thoughts. Try to write a complete sentence. Do not write the meaning of the word. Use the same word or its different parts of speech while forming a sentence. For example, if you get a word like brave on the screen, you can compose the sentences based on the word brave itself or its other parts of speech like bravery, braving, and so on. Next, write positive, constructive, and meaningful sentences. Do not write negative or antisocial responses. The sentences should not display negative thoughts like fear, cowardice, carelessness, etc. Avoid using I, me, or my in the sentences. This will show you are self-centric. For example, instead of writing I choose my friends carefully, you can say one chooses one's friends carefully. Next, avoid using any articles like a, an, or the in the sentences to make the sentences shorter. Maintain the serial in which the words are shown. Even if you are unable to write complete sentences for some, write the word down and later tactfully manage to construct short and easy sentences with the words, perhaps while turning or adjusting the pages. Try to incorporate at least one of the OLQs or officer-like qualities in each of your response. Try to avoid writing down your responses in a bad handwriting as much as possible. Avoid scribbling, overwriting, or striking off the responses as much as you can. Even if you want to make a correction in the spelling of a word, strike neatly through the word only once and write down the correct spelling. But it is advisable to be super careful while writing down your responses on the answer sheet. Do not use modal verbs like can, could, must, should, may, might, ought to, etc. You can also turn the negative words into positive by generating a positive response by 2 methods. A. Denial method and B. Remedial method. Denial method is a method which denies the negative words by using words like no, not, never in a sentence. Remedial method remedies the negative word using words like cures, removes, overcomes, eliminates, etc. in a sentence. Take for example a negative word like accident. You can either write accidents do not occur if we are careful on road through denial method, or a stop and drink and drive prevents accidents, which you can use through remedial method. Now I'm going to discuss some of the new words and sample responses you can write for those words. The first word we can see here is garden. You can write PM Modi addressed the Indians at Madison Square Garden in New York. Cinema. Cinematography is taken up as a profession by many students nowadays. Women. Respecting a woman makes for a true gentleman. Persuade. Persuasive people always have half the battle won. Religion. Religion is defined by our work, not God. Compromise. National security can never be compromised. Method. A methodized manner saves a situation. Danger. Indian defense is always ready to face dangerous situations. Time. A successful person completes everything within the assigned time. Worry. It is not work, but worry that is a concern. Attack. Cyber attacks are on rise in India. Lonely. He was the lone survivor to help them in the avalanche. Confusion. Many people confuse stroke with heart attacks. Aggressive. The aggressive acquisition strategy was made into force by the officials. Criticism. All the people criticized, he followed his mind and heart for this career. Blind. Though blindfolded, the hostage managed to call the police. Precaution. People were evacuated from the building as a precautionary measure. Depression. People with depression need time and comfort. Pity. It's a pity that the nation is importing majority of the arms from the foreign lands. Hungry. Being hungry of your dreams makes you work harder. So I hope these new words and the sample responses for them will give you an idea of how to approach word association test. So I will see you next in my next session with some more new words and sample responses like these, which will help you to compose your responses accordingly. You can also log on to our website SSB Crack Shop and order for these books which will help you in your preparation for the SSB interview. You can also order them off from Flipkart and Amazon. So I'll see you next with some more new words for this session and some sample responses for WAT in SSB. Till then, work hard, practice hard, don't forget to relax. Jai Hind.